Okay, let's see. I'm going to draw this. This is for period 5, and I'm drawing one of the sculptural busts, which is looks like kind of a young woman. I'm guessing, and I believe that she is Korean because I think I found it by Googling Korean sculptures. So I'm just going to kind of do like an outline, like a contour line drawing of the shape that I see. Just the shape. Just pretend I'm like the ant going around the edge. And I'm going to make mistakes. So I'm not worried about that because I'm practicing just like you guys. So I need to do a lot of practice actually. Let's see, so here's the hair, and I think it's thicker than I did. It's okay to do, just rough lines when you're first starting out with a drawing because you're going to go back and you're going to, finalize everything and erase and add the detail. One thing you can look for is where do things line up. The edge of her hair is just a little bit outside of where the base of the sculpture ends. So, and actually the neck kind of ends here, and the sculptor left kind of the rough clay right going around the neck and the base. Excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. Wait, I need my fancy eraser here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can kind of firm things up here. I'm not gonna worry about making everything too perfect. Just also, I'm having fun. Sketching is fun because it's something where you have to concentrate and kind of take a deep breath and not worry about other things going on in the world and just concentrate on some beautiful drawing. Okay, so her ear is approximately here, I'm saying, and so then remember when you're drawing a face, you kind of map out where the eyes are, right? She's facing a little bit toward her right, not completely toward us. She's looking off into the right side of the room or wherever. So, I see her face here. Her hair is going to end up, there's a very, very slight line showing kind of where her hair is. The part is actually kind of right where the nose is. See, this is like kind of the part in her hair. Very subtle, like, and it's coming around kind of softly, like this. Okay. So, eyebrows are actually almost just a line with shadow, right? But I'm just going to kind of draw where I see them. And, this might be off a little bit. I might be moving stuff around in a minute. Okay, here's the mouth. So you kind of, remember, map things out, the end of the nose. is probably right about here. And the end of the nose, she's facing kind of a tiny bit up in the air. So the ear is actually a little bit lower than the nose. I'm actually going to check here on the computer. Here's, well, not much though. Like the ear, her ear is probably, see, I had the ear a little too high, I think. Yeah. So that's where I'm just checking things, right? I'm not going to be right the first time. That's pretty much impossible. And, you know, so she's got her ear's pretty tiny. Not very big. Whoops, computer screen went off. Okay, so the hair, yeah, okay. And then the shape of the hair is a little bit more like this, maybe, yeah. So I'm looking for little details now. I've kind of got it all sketched out like the way I think. I noticed this, see, I'm off here though. I see this hair, this side of her hair is higher than the other side. It's actually kind of at a diagonal, very slight diagonal, but more like this. So I'm going to put the hair, I'm going to bring the hair up to like right there. And I'm going to erase this because that wasn't correct. Okay, and then this hair is not really, okay, I'm erasing little things. Oh, I have an itch in my nose. Ah, I got it. Okay, okay. All right, so now the next thing, and this is a statue. This is not a real person, so you know you got to think that you're drawing something that's made out of. Probably what he did is he made this out of clay, and then what they would do is they would make a mold, and then I'm not sure what this is made out of actually, but I'm guessing it's metal, some type of metal. And they made a mold with the clay, and then they would, I think, pour the metal inside and then break open the mold, and then you have the statue. But I don't know, I'd have to really kind of research this and find out if that's true, unless this is actually made out of clay that's hardened, which could be a possibility. But it looks like metal. Okay, so her, I think the hair actually go a little higher here and come down a little bit more. And this is up here. It's kind of an interesting way the hair is. Okay, so now I've kind of got her sketched in, but I want to look at it now. I want to take a minute and look at it because something feels off to me. The other problem is I'm drawing, you know, on a table, and sometimes you need to hold it up and see if you distort it a little bit because you're drawing on a table and not like up on a easel, which you could see. So I'm looking and something feels off. I think something about the shape. Oh, yeah. It's the way her head is tilted doesn't feel right. I think this actually, I want to move this section a little bit. Let's do something here. Yeah, that's what it is. There's something here that I don't like. This is more of a, like this, I think. And this is more coming down like that. Yep. This was just not. Okay. And so I'm trying to fix little things. That's what you do. Like, you know, it's about that. Oh yeah, because actually her hair, I don't know what kind of, she might have the young girl or young woman who modeled for this artist might have, and the ear might be just a little bit, might have had some kind of a hairband. Okay, I think that looks a little bit more correct. Okay, and something about the jaw don't like. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's fix this hair. So now you'll see when I draw, I have to like sketch it out first, but then I'm always fixing stuff as I kind of get going. As I get to where I'm really trying to make it more realistic. And I'm still, you know, this is not a photo. This is a statue, a drawing of a statue. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, actually the hair's more like that. Okay, this. Yeah, okay. Now, here's her jawline. And it's going up to here. And the neck. And this hair. Alright. Yeah, looks about right, I think. Okay. Alright, I like it better now. I'm liking this split better. Okay, so the hair. And I'm drawing this out too because I'm going to have a little Zoom meeting in a minute and I want to show the beginning of my drawing to the class. Okay, so here's the nose. Okay. Here's the eye. And this is a statue, so you have now is what I'm going to do is just look for the shadows. I'm just looking for the shadows right now. I have a 2B pencil, which is real similar. It's just almost exactly like a regular number 2 pencil. So nothing spectacularly different about it. Actually, it'd be nicer to use a softer pencil, but I'm going to use the same one that most students will have. Okay, I'm just looking for shadows now. But I want to kind of get everything correct. So if the nose is here, and then the mouth, she's got the pucker and this is all in shadow, and the chin. Okay. And then here's the shadow there's a shadow underneath. Yeah, so I'm just kind of getting things lightly, making sure I have everything correct before I go for all the nitty gritty, because once you get all the shading in, it's not really fun to try to erase at that point. Too much. You don't want to have to erase too much. Yeah, because kind of looking for shadows here. Right. Now this is a cool one to draw because of the texture in the stone too. I see some good texture. This is a really nice shadow right here. I love to just get those real dark shadows in first so I can start to see. There's a slight reflection on the neck right there that I'm getting, just so you can see where the neck starts in the sculpture. Here, see the shadow's lighter though, right? Lighter shadow. Okay, so I'm going to, now this assignment was about wearing a mask. So this statue has to wear a mask. So the mask has to go over the nose, approximately, probably here. Well, actually, they go kind of high. When you wear these masks, they kind of go and then it has to go around the nose. So her mask would probably be like this. And then you have the little thing, the strap, going over your ear, right? So something like this. And then the masks usually are coming down around, just around the chin. So I'm going to put a mask here. And actually, so I'm not going to be doing all this shading, but I am going to do some shading on the mask where I think it would be on the face. Okay, so here's going to be the mask. Yeah. Right? Computer. Sorry. I could probably turn that off. I don't know really how right now. I haven't practiced doing that. Okay, so here's her mask. I think that's going to work. Actually, this side would probably be up a slight bit more because you have the pull of the elastic going over the other ear. But actually, the statue wouldn't have another ear, so because, well, I don't know if it shows. I'm not sure. Okay, so here's going to be the mask. Okay, so now I have to think of a cool mask pattern. I'd probably have to consider that I think the mask might have some sort of maybe an edge there. I don't know. Maybe not necessarily. Nah, I don't like that. What would we do without erasers? Who are these amazing people that invented erasers? Okay. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's see. Well, I mean, I'm happy with it, basically. You know, it's not perfect, that's for sure. But it's going to be in the eye. I already see a problem with the eye. It's okay. That's what we got erasers for. We got a nice shadow. But the eye, people, you know, eyes are so hard to draw. And actually, I can see a little problem with her face, but okay. So her eye, and this is a statue, so let's see, there's shadow here. And then, see, I'm only looking for the shadows. I'm not even thinking, okay, this is an eye. It's got to look like an eye. I want the shadows to be really good. Let's see. Okay. So this shadow is really dark here. And then she's got one little line here going, yeah, like that. And then this is dark. But you see there's a tiny little, this is the hard part, you got a tiny little light reflection inside her eye. So subtle, but it's really important. And this is all dark because it's just a sculpture. And this is very, oops, I messed up. I made this a little bit too long here. See, I'm being real picky, but it's more like this. Yeah, okay, sorry, my voice got weird. This should move over here a little bit. Okay. The shadow on this side is very. This is very strong shadow. Very strong shadow, actually. Okay. Whew. All right. So, what kind of? I gotta think about the mask. What would I want on my mask that could be really kind of cool? I don't know. This is not that big, actually. I made it too big. See, even now I'm seeing a little bit of mistakes in the size. Her head's not that tall. Yeah, she's got a small head. She's a small, young person. Yeah. Okay. Let's just take, sometimes I gotta take a break from the face because it gets me too worn out. And I've got to work on something else. Move around. I always suggest that when you're drawing, that you don't just like kill yourself on one area because you'll be like exhausted from just staring at one area like for so long. So go into another area because then it starts to kind of make your subject look more realistic too and encourages you to not give up, which sometimes you feel like doing that. Like Winston Churchill said, never ever give up. Never, never. And a lot of people say that. So I'm kind of looking for like very dark shadows and kind of darker. And I'm also looking to see what I did wrong because I still have some areas that I don't think look right. I think that's wrong. This is what I do here. And here it looks like she had some sort of like a hairband. Kind of going up. So like a, yeah. And this I think is even smaller. Yep. Yeah. You find mistakes. And then you just keep, fixing things. Okay, let's see here. All right, so all this like cool texture here and this Okay, I'm going to stop the video.